formidable robot.
Team Fortress 2, one of the most iconic staples of FPS gaming history with a devoted fanbase. It is well received for its unique cartoony art style at the time, as well as the class system with recognizable characters that have their own play styles fit for any players along with fun game modes. It also was arguably the game that made source filmmaker animators as a whole, given how expressive you can make the characters and with the various jokes and humor said animations provide. The game has unfortunately been slowly turning more ruined day by day, with hackers and bots on the run and spawn killing players, a lack of major updates, and an increase in toxicity. It's arguably a big fall from grace during the game's run. Why do I bring this game up, you ask? Well, let me tell you about an incident that happened in my hometown about 10 years ago that is connected with the fandom, an event they want to forget and cut ties with. You may or may have not heard of an event called the Mass Backstabbings of 2015, where in Connecticut, Danbury, about 71 people were unfortunately murdered in their homes with two things their deaths had in common: a package designed to look like the Mann crate, and a stab wound in the back. It's unknown who the real identities of the murderer is, but considering how often the victims were killed, it's estimated that there could be more than one killer on the loose. The killers used a method that is arguably more unusual compared to most others, that being the aforementioned packages, and their way of killing was oddly identical to an ability one of the characters in the game Spy had, the titular backstabs. First, the victim would be sent a box painted to look like a Mann crate, with a note saying, "Thanks for being a dedicated fan to our game, hope you enjoy this little gift. Valve." The package would have nothing odd at first, with the items being regular TF2 merch and whatnot, that is until the bottom of the crate, where a mysterious tablet is located. If the unfortunate person turned the tablet on, it would play a slightly edited version of Meet the Spy, which was slightly slower paced and had more stilted acting than usual. Aside from those differences, the video played out mostly normal, up until the backstab scene. The moment the scene cuts to the outro, the victim would suddenly be stabbed 5 times from behind, later bleeding out from their wounds. It was discovered that the tablets have a tracker in them that signals the killer about their victims if they watched the video. The killer or killers also broke into the houses after putting the package down, hence why they seem to immediately appear behind their victims, when in reality, they hid and snuck up on their victims during the video's runtime. To end this article off, it was an unfortunate time at the days this event happened, and people were assuming that Valve, the company behind TF2, was responsible for this up until the killers, who were trying to frame them, were revealed to be the true culprits all along. It's unknown why the killers did this, but it's widely assumed to be out of a sheer hatred for the game. Although they are presumed to be arrested, it's unknown if they could still be out there today. Let's just say that hate can completely consume a person, and leave it that way.